change meds with me. We're just gonna do it. I am titrating. I'm moving from the magenta 10 milligram vial to a 5 milligram because they want to lower my dose as slowly as possible. We're just gonna do it. I'm actually not changing my medicine right now. I have to change it tonight, but we are going to Disney and I don't want to do it right now. We're going to Disney later and I'm going to do it later, but I have to set everything up. I'm also just going to pre-draw my cassettes for the rest of the week. I'm traveling to New Orleans on Monday for a conference, so I'm going to go ahead and draw. These 3 should get me through Tuesday, I think. I'll change today and then I'll change again on Sunday and then I'll change again on Tuesday. So this will get me through those and we're just gonna talk about it. I'm traveling and one of the questions I got was, how do I travel? Traveling is actually not that bad. The biggest problem is making sure that I have enough medication to last me for the trip. So I always pack an extra medicine bag, plus I pack an emergency medicine bag in like a Ziploc, and I carry both of those with me. You just never know. And since I'm traveling, I often travel with pre-made ones just in case something happens to this bottle because it's glass. And I have had a bottle shatter before. I've also had a bottle leak on me before, which I hope is not about to happen. And it's just the worst. And it's the worst if you're traveling and something like that happens, because like, talk about immediate anxiety. So I travel with a couple of pre-made cassettes just so that if something were to happen to the bottle, I'm not SOL. I love traveling by air. I've never had an issue traveling in the air. My oxygen has always been fine. So I have never worried about traveling in the air. I think the first time I did it after diagnosis, yes, I was very nervous. But after that, it really wasn't that big of a deal. In theory, I am stable at 8,000 feet because I don't have any oxygen troubles when I'm flying. So up until recently, my allowance in altitude was the 8,000 that you fly at. Like that's what the cabin is pressurized at. After that, I have not been able to travel more than 8,000 feet in altitude because it makes me really it makes my heart race, and I'm supposed to be going to Colorado in May. You know, I'm always nervous when we go because that's where I was diagnosed and the altitude is hard on my body. And even when I'm there and like I'm feeling a lot better, I'm still pretty winded and my heart rate is out the roof. So I just try to not push myself when I'm doing it. I also, when I travel, something that I swear by is you don't realize how hard you're breathing until you are huffing and puffing through an airport. So I try not to carry a lot in my backpack, like on my body. I invested in a really nice rolling bag, and that has been a game changer because then I'm not lugging extra weight around, and that makes it really hard for me to breathe. I also just avoid, in general, running if I can help it, and I avoid carrying as much, like a whole bunch if I don't have to. I was cleared. I did an altitude test in Tampa before I moved to Mayo, and I am clear for altitude to fly, so that helps too. You can actually ask your doctor for I think an oxygen altitude test. I don't know what it's called, but that can tell you if you need oxygen when you fly. I also travel with a sunflower lanyard, which I don't really know if that helps when I'm going through TSA, but I feel like it helps. I wear it anyway because it makes me feel better. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a video on the sunflower lanyard in my page somewhere. And then I also travel, it depends on how long I'm traveling. Like on Monday, I'm traveling for 24 hours. I mean, I'm there for maybe 36. So I'm only going to travel with my small carry-on medicine bag. If I were traveling longer than that, I would pack extra. I have a rolling bag that is medicine only, and it fits underneath the seat in front of me. Your medication bag should not count as carry-on if there's only medicine in it. So I don't like put anything else in there. And like when we went to Europe, we were there for like 14 days or something, and I carried like a large bag with me just in case. And you can actually ask your specialty pharmacy for extra med just in case, or like an extra pump because you're traveling. Tell them that you're traveling, and then they should be able to give you one. Just because like you don't want to be stuck in another country without medicine. That's pretty much how I travel. I travel a lot, and I haven't had a lot of an issue with it. I do carry a pulse ox, and I carry a blood pressure cuff just to be safe. I also wear my Apple Watch, which tracks my heart rate and that kind of stuff. I just make sure that I'm being aware of my body and keeping track of how I'm feeling. And if I'm feeling like it's too much, I just take a break and be like, honor your body a little bit when it's talking to you.